So as of this past Friday, Michael Whatley has been the chair of the Republican National Committee for 1 full week. So as of today, we're talking 1 week and 3 days. So how much damage can you do to a party in 1 week and 3 days? Well, ask Whatley himself, because this past Friday, Michael Whatley, again, the new chair of the RNC, celebrating his 1 week on the job on Friday, went on Fox News and he told their audience of millions that they are actually better off today than they were 4 years ago under Donald Trump. Now, as we all know, politicians love to ask the question every presidential election year, are you better off now than you were 4 years ago? And it's a valid question, right? I mean, you've had this new administration of a different party in there for 4 years now. Are you better today than you were when our guy was in charge? And when Michael Whatley rhetorically asked himself that question on Fox News, again, he accidentally admitted that things are much better under Biden. And then, hilariously enough, when he tried to correct himself, he did it again. Here's what Whatley said on Friday. Again, live on Fox News to their audience of millions. At the end of the day, this comes down to a very simple contrast between President Trump and President Biden. Were you better off 4 years ago than you are today? The answer for this entire country is no. Oops. And he realized his mistake. So then he tries to correct himself and he says, I mean, yeah, we're better off today. Oops. Nothing like having the chair of the Republican Party admit that things are better under the Democratic leadership than they were under the last Republican president. As one user on social media pointed out, run this in an ad on a loop in every swing state split screen with what was happening in March of 2020. Thanks, Mr. Chairman. I agree 100%. Like, that should absolutely already be in production. I mean, hell, we've had 3 days now. Those ads should already be running. And I do love the idea of split screening that with what was happening in America in March of 2020, right? Because as we all know, that's when the country was on the verge of shutting down. Most areas had shut down. That's when you couldn't find toilet paper. You couldn't find paper towels. All the store shelves were being emptied and there was no relief in sight. Americans were scared and panicked, and their president at the time, Donald Trump, was going on TV every day telling them to inject bleach into their veins or simply sit under ultraviolet lights, and that would somehow kill the virus. Contrast that with today, when inflation is in fact going down. The supply chain is of course more normalized at this point. We have had God knows how many consecutive months of job growth in this country, unemployment rate at historic lows. Yeah, we are better off than we were 4 years ago. So thank you, Michael Whatley, for actually getting it right. Now, again, you'd only had the job for a week. And you immediately just trip right out of the gate there, admitting that, yeah, things sucked under Donald Trump. So for you personally, maybe things will get better. Or maybe you're just prone to these Freudian slips where you admit that your party is garbage and things are much better with Democrats in charge. One of today's video sponsors is Miracle Made. Your temperature at night can have one of the greatest impacts on your sleep quality. And if you wake up too hot or too cold, I highly recommend that you check out Miracle Made's bed sheets. Inspired by NASA, Miracle Made uses silver-infused fabrics and makes temperature-regulating bedding so you can sleep at the perfect temperature all night long. Using these silver-infused fabrics inspired by NASA, Miracle Made sheets are thermoregulating and designed to keep you at the perfect temperature all night long, so you get better sleep every night. These sheets are infused with silver that prevent up to 99.7% of bacterial growth, leaving them to stay cleaner and fresh 3 times longer than other sheets. Miracle sheets are luxuriously comfortable without the high price tag of other luxury brands, and they feel as nice, if not nicer, than bed sheets used by most 5-star hotels. And it's designed for your skin. Stop sleeping on bacteria. Bacteria can clog your pores, causing breakouts and acne. Sleep clean with Miracle. Now, I've been using Miracle Made bed sheets for over a year now, and I absolutely love them. They help keep me cool throughout the night, which means that I'm getting better sleep because I'm not waking up all throughout the night from being too hot. So go to trymiracle.com/ROF to try Miracle Made sheets today. And whether you're buying them for yourself or as a gift for a loved one, if you order today, you can save over 40%. And if you use our promo code ROF at checkout, you'll get 3 free towels and save an extra 20%. Miracle is so confident in their product, it's backed with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so if you aren't 100% satisfied, you'll get a full refund. Upgrade your sleep with Miracle Made. Go to trymiracle.com/ROF and use the code ROF to claim your free 3-piece towel set and save over 40% off. Again, that's trymiracle.com/ROF.